Parents, what if I told you that one of the most powerful things you can do for your children's faith isn't a fancy devotional or a perfect Bible curriculum? It's your story. The story of what God has done in your life. Hey there, I'm Zaria. I help Christian moms grow closer to Jesus while raising their little ones with love, patience, and faith. Motherhood isn't always easy, but with Christ at the center, we can find joy in the journey. If you are new here, I'd love for you to subscribe and join this community of amazing faith-filled mothers. And if you are returning, welcome back. I'm so grateful to have you here. Okay, so point one, your testimony strengthens their faith. The Bible tells us in Revelation 12:11 that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of your testimony. When we share our personal experiences and just even evangelizing about the goodness of God, his faithfulness, and even his correction, we're giving our children a real life example of how alive and active God truly is. It shows them that our faith isn't just words on a page, but it's been tested. It's been lived and it's been real. Sometimes as parents, we think that we need to hide our testimonies and our struggles and the things we've overcome from our children. And we need to put on this front like we're perfect, but that's simply not true at all. Like the same way you would go out and evangelize and tell someone about why you believe in Jesus, you would first tell them your testimony. Well, I was in this situation and God did this for me. I was feeling this way and God brought me out of it. You would give them your testimony. You would tell them about how sinful or how down you were and how God brought light into your life. It's no different when it comes to our children. They need to hear that growing up. So once they get into real life, they'll know like, okay, God is real. God has worked in my mom's life. And now what she's saying, or maybe what she was going through, I'm having those same feelings. I'm having those same temptations. Let me run to Jesus the same way she did. Point two, you've seen God for yourself. Our kids need to know that we haven't just heard about God, but we've seen him work in our own lives. Like Job said in Job 42 verse 5, my ears have heard and now my eyes have seen you. When we tell our children how God answered that prayer, how he healed that wound, how he provided for us when we didn't know how we were gonna pay the bills or whatever it may be. We tell our children how God answered that prayer, how he healed that sickness, how he provided for us when we didn't see a way, or how he changed us from that sinful nature that we were in. They see that it isn't just mom and dad's religion. It's a living relationship with God who hears us and moves. Point three, testimonies are faith builders for the next generation. In Deuteronomy 6:6-7, God commands us to teach his words diligently to our children, to talk of them when we sit at home, when we walk along the road, when we lie down, when we rise up. Sharing our testimony is a part of that. I know that sharing your testimony is one of the easiest ways to evangelize to people who has a question on why do you believe in what you believe in. And as Christian parents, it's so easy to use our own testimonies to share why we believe in God with our children. They can see how God has been real and alive and working in our lives. And we obviously share the Bible with our children. We obviously read the Bible with our children. We have love and passion for God. But when you share your testimony, there's a lot of love and passion in that because it's coming from within. It's coming from inside. It's something that you have lived out in your own life. So just sharing your testimony to your kids it's such a powerful tool. And one day the kids will look back and say, if God did it for my mom or dad, he can do it for me too. Point 4, it leads them back to Jesus every time. When we share our testimonies, we're not glorifying ourselves, our sinful selves. We're glorifying God. We're saying, look at what Jesus has done for me. Look how he has been faithful to me. This gives our children hope that no matter what they face, they have the same God who is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that they can ask, think, or imagine. Ephesians 3:20. Even though this is our faith and we're teaching it to them, one day they will pray to their mother or father's God, prayerfully, hopefully. And we just want to give them that faith and that foundation to know that we are human, we are alive, we are well, we've been through real things. And if God can get us out of it, he can get them out of it too. Because they will be adults one day. They will go through real life one day. You know, they're not going to be sweet and innocent and in our protected little bubbles all their lives. So let's give them that solid foundation. So how can you start? Share small testimonies in everyday life, I would say. Tell them about the time God gave you peace when you were afraid, or how he provided when money was short. You know, everybody goes through things like that. And don't just tell them the highlighted reel. Be honest with your struggles. Kids connect with authenticity. They need to know how God meets us in the valley and in the mountaintops and in real life. Moms and dads, your testimony is a gift to your children. It is proof that God is real and he cares and that he is faithful. Don't keep it to yourself. Speak it out, pass it on, and let your kids' faith be strengthened by seeing God at work in your life until they really start to see and acknowledge God work in their lives. If this encouraged you, I'd love for you to share this video with another parent who needs the reminder that their story matters. And let me know in the comments, what's one testimony you want to share with your children? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and connect with me over on Instagram, TikTok, and my blog, Zaria.com. Until next time, keep living the faith and teaching your kids to do the same. Bye for now.